Well, hello. Welcome once again to Stuff and Things, where I like to talk about stuff and occasionally even things. I'm your good friend Bradley, and today is a very pleasant Sunday Stuff and Things. And on this pleasant Sunday Stuff and Things, we have many stuff and things to talk about, including the fact that I'm going to be taking a little trip next weekend. We'll get into that, and therefore, that might affect slightly the upcoming videos that we have, but don't worry, we still have a full slate of good things on both channels coming up. We'll get into that as well. We'll do a quick gerbil update, because some of you were asking me about the gerbils. I did a video last week talking about how I had purchased 2 gerbils. Talking about fast food a little bit, something that I haven't really delved into because I never really eat it, but I did recently, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. Be excited about that. Updates from the deli counter. Had weird encounters in the past trying to get my meat at the deli counter, and you guys have enjoyed those stories, so I have a little bit of an update there. And then of course we have some of your questions on hashtag askstuffandthings. But first, a word about the trip that I'm going to be taking next weekend. So, today, I have to go to the airport to pick up my fiance. She's coming back from a trip back east visiting her family, not investigating her family, visiting her family. So she's been gone. Today I am trying to fit a huge amount of work into one weekend or one Saturday. So I'm recording a lot of stuff. So I'm recording this Sunday Stuff and Things video that you will be watching tomorrow for me, but obviously today for you because you're watching it right now. So that's the Sunday video, sorted out. This coming Wednesday on Stuff and Things, we will be talking about, man, I've got a lot of stuff here. Something very cool that I received from LWA Leather. This is I think just a gentleman in Turkey who makes fine leather goods, handmade leather goods. And he contacted me and he wanted to send me some of the stuff that he makes, because he makes stuff for the pipe hobby. He also makes a lot of notebook covers and pen cases, all sorts of accessories for that. And so he sent me 2 different pipe rolls. Got them right here. Big, nice, chunky pieces of leather. Very well made, I have to say. And they come with this whole sort of accessory set. There are these little valets here. You can snap these together. Like so. And use that when you are on the go. Little pipe stands made out of leather. They also come, the pipe rolls themselves come with these little tea pouches that you can put inside the pipe roll. So a lot of stuff here, all really cool, really nice pieces of leather. I have recorded a video review of these, just taking a look at them, going into their features, their pros and cons, whether or not I think you will like them. So that video will be coming out this Wednesday, the LWA Leather pipe rolls, or I guess pipe sets he calls them on his website. Let me stow these in their little gunny sacks here. Let's see, which one is which? This is the tea colored one, so that goes here, that goes in there, that goes in there. Got a lot of stuff going on here. Put that aside. Okay, so you've got that. You're safe there. You've got your LWA Leather stuff happening. We also have, now this is where I'm trying to work hard and get a lot of stuff done. Since I'm not going to be here next weekend and I won't have time to record a video, I am trying to get a video, and not only trying, but succeeding in getting a video done that you can see not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after your normal Stuff and Things Wednesday video. And I have done a review on a company called Modern Fuels writing utensils. Will that show up in the light there? Modern Fuel, oh, now stop it. My phone is telling me that my camera isn't recording, but it is actually recording. Modern Fuel is an interesting company. I'd never heard of them before, but they contacted me and said that they had a pen and a pencil that they wanted me to take a look at. And they sent these along to me. They're really cool. This is called the Bolt Action Pen. I don't know if you can see that there, but it is in fact a bolt action pen. There's a little bolt action mechanism there, which extends the pen tip and then retracts it. It's just a solid piece of bronze that this was milled out of. I think they do the cones separately, They mill them out of a solid piece of whatever metal it is. There's bronze, titanium, stainless steel, copper. I think that's it. And then they mate the cone and the body together, and then they just polish the heck out of it to make it so it's completely seamless. Like, I cannot tell where the cone meets the body, either on the pen, and this is the pencil, this is in stainless steel. Oh, wow. See, actually, the cone might be integral with the bolt action pen, but with this is gonna be really hard for you to see, but I have unscrewed that a little bit. Now, when I mate them together, it is indistinguishable. It's impossible to see that seam. Very cool. So, stainless steel mechanical pencil, bronze pen. Yeah, I think maybe this is all just one piece. Yes, or I'm just not strong enough to get them apart. But really cool pens. I've done videos, or really cool pencil, really cool pen. I've done videos on the channel before about fountain pens. And even though this is not a fountain pen, this has a Pilot G2 ink cartridge in it, but you can put a lot of different cartridges, kind of whatever you like. There's a specific range of sizes of cartridges that you can use. So it's like a gel ink cartridge. It's not a fountain pen, but it is still a very premium, very well-made, just really interestingly designed pen, and I like it quite a bit. And so I'm doing a review of this pen and this mechanical pencil. This will be not next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. So we have the LWA Leather pipe rolls this Wednesday, the Modern Fuel pen and pencil the Wednesday after. For the next Sunday Stuff and Things video, it's just gonna have to be a short, quick little announcement video that I am also recording today. So don't be too upset, don't be too disappointed. And yeah, pretty much everything will be on the normal schedule. There will still be videos on every day that there would typically be videos. And of course, Demon Souls, the new series on Stuff and Things Plays, is continuing. I have all those recorded in advance, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Kevin the Kurt's adventures continue thanks to our good friend Jason Buckner, who sent me a PlayStation 5. Did you guys watch the announcement video on Monday? Did you watch the first episode of Kevin the Kurt's new adventures on Wednesday? And the continuation on Friday? This series is going to be fantastic. The game is fantastic. It looks absolutely amazing. And it's really cool to be back with our good friend Kevin, not Kevin Kevinson, but Kevin the Kurt, in a FromSoft game. Or I guess FromSoft via Bluepoint Games. Bluepoint Games are the ones who remade and remastered, well, completely remade from the ground up, Demon Souls. So it's exciting, lots of good stuff going on. I'm doing many videos today just so I can have them ready for when I'm gone. So please enjoy. I'm getting texts from Petco saying that Kyle is approaching with my delivery. I ordered a few things from Petco, and apparently Kyle is almost here. I don't know if they can just leave it on the porch or if I may have to be called away suddenly. So if I disappear, you'll know that's what happened. Kyle is here with my things from Petco. Okay, what's next? Let me consult my notes here, which I wrote with my Modern Fuel pen. We have a little gerbil update. Speaking of Petco, speaking of pets, I showed you my video on Wednesday that I titled, I bought gerbils, they hate me. Now that was kind of tongue-in-cheek. Obviously, I don't think my gerbils hate me, but it's kind of funny how the last gerbils I had was 6-7 years ago, I think. And they were very tame right off the bat. I could handle them right off the bat. They weren't too worried about, you know, gerbils are prey animals. So if something is looming over them, they have a tendency to kind of scatter. Even if they're not specifically afraid of you, I don't know if they even know what you are conceptually. I mean, they see these hands coming down at them. Do they see your face? I don't really think so. I don't think they have great, I think they can see things up close. They probably can't see things from very far away very well. Regardless, my last gerbils were very tame right off the bat. These guys are a little skittish, but I will say that if I sit up right around 9 p.m., they're pretty crepuscular. They come out in the morning and they come out in the evening. They sleep most of the day, but they'll get up every once in a while. They'll eat, they'll drink, they'll run on their wheel a little bit for like 5 minutes and then go back into their burrow. But around 9 o'clock, they typically come out and play quite a bit. And if I'm sitting quietly by the tank, just not really moving or making any noise, they'll come out, they'll play around, and they'll be fine. and I can speak to them. Hello, gerbils, how are you? And they don't seem to worry. If I were to suddenly go like this, they immediately dash into their burrow. If I stand up and approach, they dash into their burrow. But if I put a sunflower seed on my palm and put it into the tank, then they come out, they will climb around on my hand, they'll grab the sunflower seed. So slowly but surely, they are learning to, well, I don't know if much progress has been made, but I think it's gonna be fine. We'll see. I've also read that gerbils, when they're really young, they tend to sleep more during the day. When they get older, they come out more during the day, and they should get more used to us moving around. Diamond has been gone as well, so there is far less activity going on in the house because I'm gone all day at work. And then in the evenings, I'm mostly in my office doing things. So when she's home, she'll be around a lot, so they'll get more used to people being around. One other update though, I have named them, and I have named them Conan and Subotai. I can't remember if I mentioned that in the video or not. I think I did. Conan and Subotai. Those of you who have seen Conan will know who those people are. So yeah, that's the gerbils. So I almost never eat fast food. Pretty much ever. And Diamond and I almost never really go out to eat. Every once in a while, I'd say, well, maybe once a week we'll get takeout or we'll go to a taco truck or something like that and get maybe one meal that isn't homemade. Diamond cooks a lot. She's a really good cook and it's kind of amazing. I'm very lucky in that regard. And even when I lived alone, I didn't typically eat out very much. I'd order pizza every once in a while, but typically I was cooking for myself. And because I'm a weirdo, I would cook kind of the same thing every single night. I would just cook a bunch of chicken breast fillets on a Monday and have some salad, and I would eat that every single day because I don't really care that much. If good food is put in front of me, I will eat it and I will enjoy it. But if I'm left to my own devices, I don't worry too much about it. Anyway, so fast food isn't really a thing for me. I buy my lunches, or I don't buy my lunches. I make my lunches and I bring them with me to work, all that kind of stuff. So I was trying to remember when the last time, hold on. Is it Kyle? Is Kyle here? Your Dasher, Kyle. Oh no, it's Katie. Sorry, Kari has left your order in a safe location. Tap the link below for a photo of your location. Hold on, this is live. It's happening right, well, it's not happening right now as you're seeing this. Wow, this is cool. Oh yeah, there it is. That's my porch. Anyway, so it has been probably, I don't know, a year since I've had any fast food. But since Diamond's been gone, you know, I was making meals for myself, but I thought one night, I'm gonna go get some McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in forever. I love their French fries, they're tasty. So I went to McDonald's, I got a Quarter Pounder with cheese meal, large size fries, and then the delicious McDonald's Coke. Their fountain Coke is really good for some reason. I don't know exactly what they do to make it taste so good. I got that, I brought it home, got some tartar sauce on the side for dipping in, and it was amazing. You know, it's shit, it's McDonald's fast food, but it hits the spot sometimes. And I was just thinking about, you know, it was super salty, very, very salty, but that's also what makes it so good. And I had read an article recently where the US government is going to try to strongly encourage food makers in the US to lower the salt content in their food, and that includes restaurants and fast food and stuff like that. Now, I understand the reasoning behind this, but I also find it kind of irritating. I don't eat a ton of salt in my normal daily life. I watch what I eat. But when I go and get fast food, I want it to be salty. That's part of what makes it good. I don't eat McDonald's every day. Nobody should eat McDonald's every day. And when I go to McDonald's to get a large fry and a Quarter Pounder with cheese, I want to taste as though it's been dipped in the Dead Sea. I want it to be salty. Salt is delicious. Salt is what fast food is all about. And if you take that out of the fast food, there's this weird tendency within our society. I remember there was that ridiculous documentary called Super Size Me, where a doofus eats at McDonald's for every freaking meal of every freaking day and then complains that he gained a bunch of weight. Of course you're going to gain weight if you eat McDonald's every day. That's like saying if you have apple pie for every meal of every day, You will get fat and get heart disease. Yes, but you're not supposed to eat apple pie every single day, nor are you supposed to eat at McDonald's every single day. As a kid, McDonald's was a treat. Fast food was a treat. We didn't have it very often, but when we did, it was a special occasion. It's still kind of that way for me now. If I go and have McDonald's French fries, I want them to taste like McDonald's French fries, but I'm not going to live off of McDonald's French fries. And none of you out there should either. And if anyone's complaining about getting fat or being unhealthy because they're eating fast food, well, of course, don't eat fast food every day. It's so much cheaper to buy food from a grocery store and prepare it yourself. So much cheaper. I just bought, I don't know, a big bundle of bananas. A bunch of bananas. And it was like $1.27 or something for the bananas. Now, food prices have been going up in the US recently because of all sorts of issues with the supply chain and everything, all the COVID stuff. It's all been kind of an issue. Inflation is a thing as well, but it's still much cheaper to buy your food, buy ingredients, and prepare it at home. It's a lot healthier as well, especially because you can be looking at what you're putting into your body. So, government, stay away from McDonald's, stay away from fast food. I'll be fine. I'll take care of myself. Look at me. I work out all the time. I eat healthily. I want to have my treat when I go to McDonald's. Okay? Can we all agree on this? All right, and I promise you an update from the deli counter. It seems like every weekend when I go to the grocery store and I have to go to the deli counter, something happens. There's always some weird annoyance, somebody complaining about the cut of their roast turkey, just 1,000 people waiting in line, everyone trying to cut in line, just all sorts of nonsense. But the last couple interactions I've had at the deli counter have actually been quite pleasant. There is a new employee, someone I had never seen working there before. She's very friendly, very bright. You know, everyone has masks on, so it's kind of hard to read people, but she seems like she's smiling. And I guess the first interaction I had with her, it was just one of those where nothing particularly happened, but it was just like, oh, that was nice. She was polite, she was friendly. The whole transaction went smoothly. I got my meat and my big pickle. Diamond likes big pickles. Like, they have really big pickles at the deli counter, and she gets them and she gnaws on them on Sundays when we have our bagels. Anyway, it's a tradition. I always buy her a big pickle at the deli counter when I'm getting my meat. So that all went well. But yesterday, when I went to the grocery store and I ordered my hard salami, half a pound of hard salami, I also said, and you know, I was interacting with this woman, this new person who had been fresh at the deli counter, who I had already had a pleasant interaction with. She said, we were making small talk. I had like a weird little Sasquatch pin on my jacket that Diamond had gotten for me when we went to the museum recently. And she commented on that. She said she liked it, asked me where I got it. I told her my fiance had gotten it for me. And then it was all going well, all pleasant. She had cut up my salami, and there's a lot of pickles and salami and stuff. We'll go past that. She had wrapped it up, she had given it to me, and then she asked me if there was anything else. Now, we're both wearing masks because we have to in Washington when you're indoors. And I said, I'd also like a big pickle. And I think I pointed to the jar of the big pickles. She looked at me like I had said like the worst thing ever. She just looked shocked and appalled, and she went, what? And I was kind of taken aback, and I said, big pickle? I'd like a big pickle. And she went, oh, and freaked out and started laughing. She had thought I had asked her if she liked being tickled, which would be a really disturbing thing for a strange man wearing a mask to say to a woman behind a deli counter. So we got that out of the way. It blew over. It was fine. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she believed me because, you know, I was pointing at the pickle, and then there is a big jar of pickles, and I asked for a pickle. But there is some small part of me wondering if she thought that I was just sort of making a quick recovery. I noticed the jar of pickles and said, oh, no, not tickling, pickling. A pickle, a pickled cucumber. I would like one of those. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens next week, and I'll keep you posted. I'm sure you're very interested in that. All right, gang, but now it is time for hashtag #AskStuffandThings, and that is where you can ask me questions that I will answer on the Sunday Stuff and Things. You can tweet at @SATBradley with the hashtag #AskStuffandThings. You can write to me on Patreon if you are a Patreon supporter, or you can leave comments on YouTube videos, and I will try to get back to you on the next Sunday Stuff and Things. The first question comes via Patreon from Matt Marino. Matt says, "Hey Bradley, quick question about cleaning. No matter how I clean after I S, the next bowlful tastes ashy and gross. I need to clean after each S with grain alcohol or a pipe cleaning solution. I need to or I do. Could I be doing something wrong? Have fun with the gerbils, Matt." That's kind of weird. I don't use grain alcohol or a pipe cleaning solution very often at all. That's something that I might do as a really deep clean, maybe once every few months, or maybe even twice a year at the most. Are you giving your pipe a chance to rest? Is it getting really wet? Is it getting really saturated and acrid when you're smoking it? I'm not sure, but for me, typically it's just a pipe cleaner down the stem, make it into a horseshoe, into the bowl, tap it out, maybe try to clean the rim a little bit, and then put it aside for a little bit to let it dry. And that should be good. That should be it. If anyone else has can impart any of their experiences down below as well, but in the comment section, but you definitely shouldn't have to use grain alcohol every single time. And you don't want to keep saturating it with alcohol every time you smoke it, because you need to give it a chance to really dry out. And I know alcohol evaporates quickly and everything, but still, if I use alcohol and clean a pipe, it takes a good day, a day and a half for it to actually fully dry out. So yeah, you shouldn't have to do that. But thanks for the question, and thanks for your support, Matt. Next, via Twitter. No, we don't have any via Twitter. From YouTube, from Ciro Sassarin. That's my stab at it. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. "Hey Bradley, greetings from Argentina." So, Ciro? Yeah, I don't know. My Spanish is going to fail me here. "Greetings from Argentina. I love your reviews. Thank you. I've been looking for Oriental-oriented blends." Yeah, you read that right. Yeah, that's kind of weird. "I meant with Orientals on the forefront, or even pure Oriental blends, pure Izmir, pure Basma, or 50-50. Is there any review on your list on a blend like that? Otherwise, what do you consider is the best blend to try, understand, enjoy Orientals?" That is tough. I think I did one of the old McClellan blends that was like really Basma forward. I can't really remember if I actually did that review or if I just thought about doing that review. But McClellan, unfortunately, doesn't exist anymore. But they used to have they had a whole line of basically highlighting a particular varietal of Oriental. So they had a Basma one, they had an Izmir one, they had all sorts of cool different blends like that. I don't know of any blender now that really does that. Yeah, again, I'm thinking of the Frogmorton blends, had some interesting ones in there. Yeah, that's a tough question. If anyone in the comment sections, I know I'm asking you guys in the comment sections for a lot this week, but if you know of any really Oriental-focused blends, things like Basma, and I don't mean just like a Balkan-style blend where there's some Turkish Oriental or something in the blend, but something that really focuses on that, let Ciro know in the comments below. Last, from Shinlangan. "Bradley, as you're getting more and more popular, do you consider yourself a celebrity, or at least a minor one? Do people on the street recognize you when you walk around and want to take pictures with you or wanting your autograph? I can only assume that you're being facetious, Shinlangan, but the answer is no. I do not consider myself a celebrity. I have almost 34,000 subscribers on YouTube. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody. I think once, there's been maybe 2 times, but one time I can think of for sure where I was walking down the street and someone said, "Hey, Bradley from Stuff and Things." And they came and said hi, and they were very friendly. And they weren't actually from my town. They were visiting Bellingham and they recognized me. But it does not happen often. There was actually one person, they were some painters who were working on a house where I was working as well, and they were talking about smoking a pipe and how one guy had been trying to use a pipe and everything. And then he said that he had been watching these videos and he mentioned my channel, and I was right there working right near him, and he did not realize that I was the person he was talking about, and I didn't say anything either because I just thought it was funny. But that's the only time. I'm not, nobody knows who I am. Not at all. All right, gang, but that is hashtag askstuffandthings. Please keep the questions coming. They are much appreciated. But before we go, it is time for the very best part of this week's Sunday Stuff and Things. And that is where we thank you, our Patreon supporters, the people who make these shows go, who keep both of these channels afloat, who help me navigate the troubled waters of YouTube demonetization. They help pay for this beautiful camera that is filming me right now, these lights that are shining upon me, blends for review, all that good stuff. Every week, we like to thank those who support the channels on Patreon at $25 or more a month. People like Kirk Crompton, Private Eye, Glenn, Just Glenn, Jason Buckner, who also sent me a PlayStation 5. Thank you, Jason. Jen O'Side, Gloria Phillips, Ryan McFadin, Matt Marino, who we just heard from this week, Joe Heaphy, and MDoftheNorth. Thank you all very much. And of course, the Maniacs, the crazy people who support the channels at $100 a month. People like Peter Straub, Bob Magee, David Gaudreau, Mr. Luxurious, and Ashes of the Phoenix. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. Please stay tuned for, let me get the order right. The LWA Leather pipe roll review coming up this Wednesday. Following Sunday will be a short snippet of a Sunday Stuff and Things. After that, the following Wednesday will be the review of the Modern Fuel pen, which I have here. These are just the boxes. I don't know why I'm showing you these. And the mechanical pencil, both machined out of solid bars of metal, bronze and stainless steel. Very cool. Also, the Demon's Souls series continues. It started last week. It's continuing this week. It's going to be going into the near future. Kevin the Kurtz Adventures begin and continue on Stuff and Things Plays. It's Demon's Souls on PlayStation 5. It is a beautiful looking game. It is so cool, and I think you will really enjoy it. So please stay tuned for that. But until next time, until we meet again, I've been your good friend Bradley. You've been the audience. This has been Stuff and Things on a very pleasant Sunday Stuff and Things. I'll see you later.